let's talk about buy downs. I know I've talked about this in some other videos in the past, but at that time I was talking about permanent buy downs. And what I want to talk about today is a temporary buy down. Now, I have not been a real big proponent of these in the past. I've not been on the temporary buy down bandwagon, but I can definitely see the appeal, and I can see how this could be helpful to some of our buyer clients in the environment we're in right now. So let me just show you how this works. And when I show you this, it seems complicated, but the math on this is super rudimentary. So let me show you a little spreadsheet that I use to calculate these things. I just want to share my screen with you here. It's just an Excel spreadsheet. So let's say in this case, it's a $300,000 purchase. Our buyer has a 5% down payment. And so let's say the rate today, if it's a conventional loan, is 7.25%, giving us a monthly principal and interest payment of $1,944.20. So here's what happens with the temporary buy down. The rate should be 7.25% today, and it's a 2-1 buy down. And normally, these are going to be either 3-2-1 or 2-1 or 1-0 buy downs. That just means, like in this case, it's a 2-1 buy down. So that means the rate is lowered by 2% that first year, 1% the second year, and the third year it goes to whatever the normal rate should be. So in this case, the rate should be 7.25%, but this first year, we're going to drop the rate to 5.25%, or we're going to at least calculate the monthly payments to 5.25%. So all you do here is you take the difference between what the payment should be and the payment calculated at this lower rate. That's your monthly subsidy, $370.42 times 12. It's going to cost $4,445.06 to do the buy down for the first year. The second year, the rate is not lowered by 2%, only 1%. So now we're at 6.25%. The subsidy is lower. That calculates out to $2,272.90. You add those two together, and it costs $67.1796 to do the 2-1 buy down in this situation. That money is a seller concession. Now, let me say also, when we talk about temporary buy downs, the buyer/borrower can't pay for that. It has to be either the seller. If it's a new construction, it could be the builder. In some, maybe in different cases where the pricing was different, the lender could even pay for that with a lender credit. That'd be hard to do right now. But in this case, let's say that's a seller concession. So, the seller agrees to pay $6,700. Keep in mind that you have to stay within your seller concession guidelines on this as well. So if this were a conventional loan, how much can the seller contribute with a 5% down payment from the borrower? The seller can only contribute 3%, which would be $9,000. So if you were trying to get the seller to pay closing costs also, you don't have a lot of room left there to do that. Just keep that in mind. But that's all it is the seller is basically subsidizing these first 2 years of monthly payments. So again, this is a temporary situation. Why would this be attractive now? Well, it gives our buyers some payment and some rate relief for a short period of time in this environment when a lot of forecasts have rates coming down significantly in the next 12 to 18 months, putting our buyers in position to be able to refinance, hopefully. So this kind of maybe could get them in the house and help them, again, have some relief for a short period of time so they can get to the point where the rate maybe comes down and they can refinance. They still have to qualify at the higher rate, of course. And we have to counsel them that they have to be prepared. If rates don't come back down, their payment's going to go up in year 2 and then in year 3, where it's going to settle into where it is. Okay, I hope that makes sense. If you have specific questions or you have a situation where you think a buy down might work for one of your buyers, feel free to reach out. I'll be glad to talk through it with you. We can run some numbers and see how it looks. Okay, thanks for watching. See you soon.